Hi, everybody. This is David Helm. I'm the K-12 Science Instructional Specialist for the Teaching and Learning Department in Fayette County Public Schools. We're here today to talk to you a little bit about the Accelerated Learning Toolkit that has been developed for science teachers. Teachers know firsthand that remote learning is taking on our students. From the social emotional distress to learning loss, the effects of school shutdowns on students have been profound, despite the significant efforts teachers have made to meet students' needs and improve non-traditional instruction. To better prepare our students for the academic challenges they may face in the future, we must become more intentional with our approach to the implementation of our curriculum. These adjustments, informed by school-level collaboration, should identify the necessary progression levels of the science and engineering practices, the cross-cutting concepts, and the disciplinary core ideas which combine to make up our science standards. Once identified, students must develop and master these three dimensions to ensure academic success in their future. The following toolkit provides a framework that assists teachers in these efforts. What is meant by accelerated learning? In order to ensure that students achieve the learning necessary to succeed, accelerated learning is necessary. Accelerated learning requires that students consistently receive grade-level materials, tasks, and assignments along with appropriate scaffolds that make the work accessible. More specifically, instead of sending students backwards to fill in potential gaps in their learning, leaders and teachers should focus on filling in the most critical gaps, not in isolation, but at the moment they're needed. The Accelerated Learning Toolkit is available to all Fayette County public teachers on the Fayette County Public Schools Navigator website. You can go to navigate to the grade level or your course you teach in the Science Curriculum Resources page on the Navigator and look for the Accelerated Learning tab. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to jump onto Navigator, and you'll see that you come to the Science Curriculum Resources homepage. You just select your grade level. In this case, we're going to pick third grade, and we can scroll down to their accelerated learning documents. The first one that we're going to take a look at is the accelerated learning process document. I'll bring that up here for you. And with the accelerated learning process document, it outlines the thinking process for designing the next unit of instruction that you have based on the pacing guide, formative data, and summative data. This resource outlines and models the design process and prioritizing what students need to know and be able to do to achieve proficiency on our required standards. This document is intended to assist PLC teams that understand day-to-day and unit compacting, yet need a process that can be consistently used unit by unit. So in our document, we're going to look at identifying the three dimensions, the cross-cutting concepts, the practices, and disciplinary core ideas, and then looking at the right questions. We could then go to the learning guide, which will also be found on Navigator, or the learning process, the learning guide document, I'm sorry. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and pull up a 7th grade document, as soon as I can get my mouse working here. And with the 7th grade document, the learning guide exemplifies the curriculum and assessment planning for the next unit based on the thinking process. Teachers and PLC teams that need support, prioritizing standards and ensuring integration of prerequisite skills into the unit plan can reference this model. So the first thing we're going to do is identify our standards, look to find what our cross-cutting concepts, practices, and disciplinary core ideas are, and then we're going to see what the expectations for each of those are for our grade level of students, in this case 7th grade. We'll look at what they should be coming to us with, in this case 6th grade, and how that changes the expectations for our 7th grade student. The third document in this will be the lesson plans for the accelerated learning. And with the lesson plans, we've given you a template as well as an example that would be similar to where you might be this time of year in your curriculum. So I'm going to bring up a template as an example for you to look at. In this case, it's a biology template where we're looking at cell division and differentiation. And you'll see what the cross-cutting concepts, practices, and disciplinary core ideas have been identified, as well as what the key learning concepts are that you want to be teaching for your students. This will look a little bit different for your K-8 folks because we're looking at implementing the Amplify resources that you've been given. In addition to those 3 documents, we also have the supporting curriculum documents the supporting resources. There are two different levels of supporting resources. The first level you'll find are located on the science curriculum landing page. And here you'll find copies of your standards, the progressions for each of the 3 dimensions, and things along that line. If you go to a grade level specific level, then you'll see whether supporting resources are there that are specific to that grade level or course. In this case, we're looking at 2nd grade. So you notice all these supporting resources are designed to look at what's there to support our 2nd grade folks. So the Accelerating Learning Toolkit, it really is that. It's a toolkit. It's not something that's required, but it's an optional resource for collaboration of teams, PLCs, departments, and so on. It really is there to help you. As you get into these documents, if you have any further questions, by all means, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help and sit down with you or Zoom with you, whatever we need to do. You can send me an email, you can send me a text, you can give me a phone call, whatever works best for you. It's a pleasure having you with me today. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.